Delivery of instruction through classroom and small groups improves student achievement, attendance, and discipline outcomes. The Mindsets and Behaviors Action Plan template helps school counselors create a plan to teach students the knowledge, attitudes, and skills needed to be successful in school and life. Counselors choose lessons and activities that are developmentally appropriate and informed by mindsets and behaviors. Making a plan for the year allows counselors to create a systemic approach to provide all students access to school counseling program activities. Without a plan, it is difficult to ensure that targeted mindsets and behaviors are adequately and appropriately addressed with thoughtful scheduling and delivery. Action plans are intended to be living documents and can be revised or adjusted during the school year as needed. The Classroom and Group Mindsets and Behaviors Action Plan template lists all mindsets and behaviors. The school counseling team will add the classroom and group activities that are planned for the year, the participants included, and whether the activity is for a large group or classroom or small group. Large group activities are activities such as assemblies or career fairs where more than one classroom or even grade level participates at one time. To create the action plan, it will be necessary to start with a list of activities. You can use your annual calendar as a starting point, or you can make a simple list. If you teach many classes or offer a high number of groups, it may be helpful to make a list first and then add that list both to your annual calendar and your Mindsets and Behaviors action plan. The action plan may become full quickly. You can add rows and merge the first column to organize. A video tutorial is available for you on the Learning Central National Model 4.0 page. School counselors use the Mindsets and Behavior Standards as a basis for their school counseling program and to assess student growth and development. To operationalize the standards, school counselors write competencies which describe the skills acquired by students during lessons, groups, and other activities. The mindset standards are related to psychosocial attitudes or beliefs students have about themselves in relation to their academic work. These beliefs are exhibited in the behavior standards that include behaviors commonly associated with being a successful student. The behavior standards are grouped into 3 categories: learning strategies, self-management skills, and social skills. The mindsets and behaviors align with state and national standards. A Mindsets and Behaviors crosswalk with the North Carolina Guidance Essential Standards is included in the Learning Central page. The Mindsets and Behaviors cover 3 domains: academic, career, and social-emotional development. ASCA also has a student competency database on their website. To implement the Mindsets and Behaviors, the school counseling team will begin by analyzing school data to determine student need. This could include outcome data like achievement, attendance, or discipline, or it could include supplemental data like needs assessments or climate surveys. Then the counselors will complete the Mindsets and Behaviors action plan for all activities. The intent is to address all 35 standards over the pre-K through 12 experience. You may not cover all standards in your school, but you should consider the developmental needs of your students to cover many. You will use Mindsets and Behaviors when writing annual student outcome goals and as a lens that guides instruction, appraisal, advisement, and counseling. To learn more about these areas, see the Annual Student Outcome Goals tutorial and the Annual Administrative Conference tutorial. Lesson plans should include student competencies. To create competencies, identify the specific belief, knowledge, and skills needed to acquire the mindsets and behaviors. Then write a learning objective that is an observable, quantifiable student behavior. Learning objectives typically start with the phrase students will. For example, a lesson on coping skills might have the mindsets and behavior standards. Belief and development of whole self, including a healthy balance of mental, social, emotional, and physical well-being. Demonstrate effective coping skills when faced with a problem. The lesson includes activities around connecting emotion to a story and then reflecting on how different emotions would change the outcome of the story. Then the students play a game that helps them to identify coping strategies and practice them. The learning objective for this lesson is students will identify 6 coping skills that will help them to make good choices when experiencing intense feelings. The implementation of ASCA Mindsets and Behaviors is tracked through the results reports associated with your classroom and group lesson plans and closing the gap goals. You will include participation, mindsets and behaviors, and outcome data. See the Learning Central tutorial page for more information on results reports. With thoughtful planning, a comprehensive school counseling program supports students in the acquisition of mindsets and behaviors that will support them through school and into post-secondary success.